Hello, everyone, and thank you for checking out another blog video here on MEN. I had a different topic that I wanted to discuss this day or present to you, but this morning, as I was praying, meditating, and journaling, a different topic was put on my mind. Um, Probably something I should have said from the beginning to explain why I am doing this. After my divorce about 12 years ago, I put myself back into the dating process, and in the last 5, 6 years, 7 years or so, it just has been getting harder and harder and harder to date. And I was extremely hard on myself. I got depressed. I thought, what is wrong with me? What's going on? I started going to research. I started going into life coaching, looking for someone to help, reading up on coaching. How do I become a coach? How can I fix this issue in my life? Because I'm a fixer. That's who I am. I like to build things. I like to fix things. I like to repair things. I like to make things from new and scratch and stuff like that. But my life, quitting has never been an option, and I guess I'm blessed that way. So that wasn't even a topic that I would address. So I started looking into, anyway. So I started looking into this whole, why all of a sudden is it so hard for me to find a girl? You know what I mean? I mean, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had no problems for the longest time. Now, granted, I'm in my 50s, so that makes a big difference. The dating pool for someone my age is smaller, and I have a specific woman in mind, so that makes it harder too. I'm not looking for a woman, I'm looking for the woman, and so that makes it harder, and I understand that. But what is frustrating and what led to the depression there for a few years was I wasn't even getting a chance from a lot of these ladies. I heard all kinds of things. I heard from a girl that was 4'11", she told me she wouldn't date anybody under 5'10". I thought, well, that's crazy. Everybody's taller than you, and height. I don't know why height you think makes such a big difference. I heard from a lot of people since I've been self-employed for a very long time that self-employed is the same as unemployed. And anyway, I heard all kinds of these things on reasons why I wasn't getting any attention, because I was asking questions. I always ask questions. I was questions. I think that's how you get educated. That's how you get smarter. That's how you learn things. You ask questions. If something is confusing to you, you ask questions. And that's one of the reasons I created this, is because I have questions, and I'm hoping some people can give me answers. Some people can give me their perspective, and if I take some perspective of his and some perspective of hers and some perspective of this other guy, I can create or find the truth. Not create the truth, find the truth, or what the truth is to me in the subject. But anyways, I was doing the research. I realized a few things, and I'm not the first person that says this, so please understand. One of the frustration that comes to me is the role for men in a relationship was clearly defined for most of my life, and now it's kind of a gray area, and that doesn't work for me. I want to know specifically what you want me to do when I'm accomplishing a task. You want me to build a pergola for you? I can build a pergola. What size? What dimension? What wood do you want me to do? How tall is it going to be? Do you want it cross? I can't think of the word anyways, but you want more than one topper on it. Do you want a shade to go across top? And what exactly do you want? What are your expectations? And then I can give it to you. But if I'm not 100% sure on what your expectations are, or if your expectations change as I'm building it, it's going to become nearly impossible. And I think that's how I felt for many, many years in the dating process. I don't know, do I open doors? Do I not open doors? It's just like, I don't know, am I supposed to be a protector? But if I try to be a protector, am I being insulting? Am I being offensive? All this stuff, it's like that role is no longer clearly defined, and I was looking for someone to define it. But I think we, this group of men, we're going to define, this is the role we accept, this is the role we want you. If you want us to be the man in your life, this is the role we're going to fill. You're either okay with it or you're not. And if they're not, that's okay. They're not meant for you. But we get to decide that. I'm sick of society trying to tell us, no, this is your role, or this is your role, or this is your role. No, man. Quit changing the role. Quit moving the goalpost. We're going to define here on MEN, maybe through this video or maybe through several videos, what our role is. And then we're just going to let them take it or leave it. Now, that's hard. Being alone, not getting attention, especially attention from the opposite sex, is just hard. I get it. Everybody craves attention. Everybody wants to be wanted. Everybody wants to be noticed. Everybody wants to be heard. But you cannot sell yourself out in order to achieve that. You need to be authentic. Any relationship, whether it's romantic or just business or personal, if you're not authentic to who you are and what you are, it's not going to work. Because eventually that true self is going to be shown to this person, and they're like, this isn't what I signed up for. And then you just invested all that time into that relationship that was thrown away because you weren't authentic. You have to be authentic. It's not hard. It's not easy, because sometimes that means you're going to be alone longer than you want to be. But eventually you'll get to the place where I am, where it's like, yes, I want a lady. Yes, I want a wife. Yes, I want a partner. But no, I am not going to chase. No, I am not going to sell myself out. And no, I'm not going to make more of an effort than you are. It's going to be an equal effort, or I stay alone. And I focus on what I need to focus on a daily basis through discipline and just honor. And it's just my, I can't think of the word right now, but it's just the process. It is what it is. And the other thing is, I think through social media and these dating apps, the expectations of most women for a man are just not attainable for like 80% of the men in the world. They're just not attainable. And so now that's a second time, we don't understand the role because we haven't defined it, and they keep changing the role on us. So that's one. Two, expectations. We can't meet the expectations that they put in front of us. They want their guy to be over 6 foot. Well, that's, like 5 to 10% of society. They want their people to they want their man to make over 6 figures. Again, that's like 5 to 10% of society. It's even lower if you include over 6 foot. So that's not your issue. It hurts. It's not your issue. And it took me a long time to figure that out. And then I have seen 4 to 5 articles where guys have gone through surgery to grow a couple inches just so they'll get more likes on these dating apps. It's just crazy. So, I'm making this video right now, and it might be a little bit longer than you guys wanted, but where was I? I lost my train of thought. I think it's important for guys to know you're not alone. You're not the only one struggling. It's hard. It's difficult out there for us single guys, and you can't get advice on your single situation from your married friends. You can't, because if they've been married for more than 5 years, they have no idea what it's like in this world right now to be single. It's changed so much. There's no way they can understand. There's no way they can understand. You need to realize that. It's not that they're not trying to be helpful. They're not that they're good. It doesn't mean that they're not. It doesn't mean they're not good people. It just means they don't understand because they're not in it. The things that worked when they were single don't work now. You can sometimes approach women and sometimes you can't, and there's no real defined reason why you can or can't. So it's a guessing game. And they no longer give you any signs that they want you to approach. They just expect you to approach without signs. Sorry, I have a runny nose today. without signs, because they believe they have so many options through the attention they get on social media and dating apps. Then it leads me to the third reason I think it's been so hard and so difficult. We get lonely, we get depressed, we get desperate, and so we decide that we're going to just do more and more and more and more for these ladies to know, hey, look at me, we're doing so much stuff, look at me, look at me, look at me. And we lose ourselves. We're no longer authentic. It's just like when you're on an airplane, they tell all the parents to put your O2 mask on first before you help your children. Because if you pass out, they're all going to die. You have to get yourself taken care of first. And I believe it's the same in a relationship too. Not exactly putting an O2 mask on, but you have to take care of your own health, your own sanity, your own well-being first. That's got to be the number one priority. You got to take care of that first. And then you can work on the others. But you can't do the others first, and you can't do the others only. After a while, you're going to burn out. After a while, you're going to get bitter and resentful. It's like, I do all this for her, and she does nothing for me. Well, she was under the impression, because you've been doing it for long, this is just who you are. You never presented your authentic self. So now that when you come and say to her, I don't want to do this, she's going to be like, but this is what you've always done. And there's even a chance that, she's doing it because she thinks you like to do it. And then when you come to her, she's like, I didn't even need it. I don't even need that. But you need to present that to her in the beginning. You got to be strong and true. I think it's important for men to learn, and we're going to talk about that eventually more and more here. Learn stoicism. It's been a practice that's been around for a long time. It's about having honor, having a value system built in you, and it's about being strong and resilient and being a good provider, being a good example to society. Stoicism is very important. It's just not taught anymore. And we need to stop allowing people to beat down men. You don't have to get physical with them. You don't even have to yell or scream or argue with them. You just have to not allow it. It's just not allowed. You can go do that to someone else, but in my life, that's not allowed. So anyway, these are I wanted basically to tell you that everybody goes through this. Every one of us guys that are single out there have low times where we're like, I just wish a girl would notice. I wish a girl would say hi. I wish someone out there was attracted to me. Because who doesn't want to be attracted? I have someone attracted to them. You're not alone. Put in your comments if you have similar thoughts. If you're a woman, you can put in your comments like if you believe this is true or not true and why. Now, again, let's keep in mind, let's not argue. Just post your thoughts and let everybody read your thoughts. And then you read everybody else's thoughts, and you from all those thoughts, derive your own opinion. This website's not to tell you what to think or what to do. We just want to offer you many options, and we want to offer up a discussion, a conversation, and we want to make sure people know, us guys know that you're not alone, and maybe through this tribe of people, this network, we can lower what appears to me to be masculine or hate towards men, and maybe lower the suicide rates of men. Anyways, let me know your thoughts below on this topic. It's close to me because it does bother me some days more than others. This morning it was bothering me a lot because it's been a while. But then I just said to myself, okay, you were down for the last 20 minutes. It's time. You got stuff to do. You have videos to make. You have ads to make. You have a truck to load. You have a room to clean. You have stuff to do that's part of your workload. Whether you feel like it or not, you need to get it done. So I got myself up and I got myself going. That's one of the things that I wish I had someone, because it'd be easier to get up and get going knowing I'm doing this for her or I'm doing this for them. I don't have a them or her, so I have to do this for me, which is healthy. But I sometimes think, or in my mind, I believe that if I had a her or a them, getting myself to do things I don't actually want to do but I know what's necessary would be easier. Now, that being said, I think it's worse if you're doing something for there and them and it's not appreciated, it's not noticed. That's awful, because I've been through that with my last marriage. I did all kinds of stuff, and she just said, that's your job as a husband. I shouldn't have to give you bonus points or even acknowledge you do it. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. And so it didn't work out, because I'm not, at some point in my marriage, and since then, I'm not bitter, I'm not angry, but since then, I don't do things for people that don't appreciate what I'm doing for them. If you can't show even the minimal amount of appreciation, I'm not going to hate on you. I'm not going to wish any bad luck or bad mojo or anything towards you. I'm just not going to do the stuff for you anymore. Quietly and politely, I'm just not going to do it no more. Anyway, let's hear what you guys have to say. Have a great day. Thanks.